The Constitution of India, Preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution. Christmas is not only about celebrations, it is also about divinity, goodness and values. 10 commandments in the Holy Bible. Each one teaches a value. Let's see what commandments teach us. Love God more than you love anything. It's love. Don't make anything in your life more important than God. It's loyalty. Always say God's name with love and respect. It's respect. Honor God by resting on the 7th day of the week. It's gratitude. Love and respect your parents. It's commitment. Don't hurt anyone. It's equality. Always be faithful in your relationships. It's trust. Don't take anything that is not yours. It's contentment. Always tell the truth. It's honesty. Don't wish for other people's stuff. It's selflessness. These values make us a good human being. That is what Christmas is all about. Merry Christmas to all.
Hope you all are doing good, taking care of your health. Only few more days are remaining, isn't it? For what? For this year to say goodbye to all of us. So 2020 will be leaving us within few days. Friday, January 1st, we'll be welcoming the new year with open hands. We'll try to embrace this new year with positivity, happiness, kindness. Forget the bad feelings, the bad experiences, whatever we underwent in 2020. Let that be a learning experience for all of us. With the hope and the anticipation that 2021 will be loaded with love, kindness, good experiences, new learning processes for all of us. May this year, 2021, bring with it joy, prosperity, happiness, and of course, good health. Health is very important, children. And for that health, you should have the right food habits. Take the right food in the right proportion. You must have a balanced diet. Now, just having diet is not enough. You must have adequate water also to support your body functions. Unless you take water in the right proportion, your body functions will not take place properly. Water plays a vital role for our body processes to take place in the right manner. Without water, we can't survive. Can you think about a day or 2 days or 3 days without water? Maybe you can manage for 3 or 4 days, but what then? Is our life going to be the same without water? No. Our existence is going to be very, very difficult. Without water, we can't survive. Water is the most precious natural resource given to us by the Creator. 2/3 of this earth is water. That is, out of 3 portions, 2 portion is made up of water. Out of 100%, 96.5 is fresh water, only 3.5 is pure water. That pure water we are using. And just imagine this 3.5% of the pure water is being polluted by us, we human beings. It is in our hands to take care of Mother Nature, protect our environment. Are we all doing so? Think about it. Future generation will have a difficult time if the present generation doesn't take care of this now abundantly available water resource. So why I have been using this term today, water, water, water? Why? Because the next chapter that I am going to teach you is water. Okay? Now it is mentioned in the first page itself, water is a very precious natural resource. Water, the uses of water you all know very well, I don't have to tell again and again. You know the sources of water also, from where we get water. Sources means from where we get water, rivers, ponds, lakes, streams, oceans, seas and all that. So, today we are going to study about some other properties of water that you are not familiar with so far. Maybe few you have learnt in UP classes, but today I will be teaching you something more. In this lesson, something more about water. Okay. Now before that, let me tell you the previous lesson. Always I used to discuss the lattice asses also through my videos, but this time for a change, I shall send you the photos. You can write it, enter it in your file, and then class wise I shall ask for the notes. For example, if I fix Monday for 8th A children should send it to me on that particular day. So that will be informed to you by your class teachers. Through WhatsApp they may send you the messages, okay? Before if you send it, there are chances that I may miss correcting your notes. So when I ask for it, submit it. Now in the previous lesson, lattice asses, that is solution, there is one question that needs to be discussed. All the other questions are very, very easy. Now what is that question? Listen to me and then I will move on with my next topic. Okay. Now the second question in lattice asses of the solutions lesson was, haven't you noticed the caption shake well before use in certain medicine bottles? Chilla medicine bottles shake well before use എന്ന് എഴുതിയിട്ടുണ്ടാവും. Okay? Shake well before use or use number we have to shake the bottle thoroughly. Why? So the first question they have asked is, to which class do the substances in them belong to? ആ ബോട്ടിലിൽ ഉള്ളിൽ ഉള്ള മെഡിസിൻ ഏത് ക്ലാസ്സിൽ പെടും? ട്രൂ സൊല്യൂഷൻ ആണോ, കൊളോയിഡ് ആണോ, സസ്പെൻഷൻ ആണോ? Of course it is suspension. So they have asked us to shake it well before use. The medicine will settle down because immediately you are not going to use it. Sometimes you may store it. The particles may settle down. So whenever you use it, before the expiry date, you have to shake the bottle well. Okay, now then the second question they have asked is, what is the relevance of such instructions on these bottles? Relevance means importance. Why they have written shake well before use on the bottle? The answer is, we shake the medicine bottles because only when we shake the bottle, the medicine will be uniformly distributed in the solution and the medicine will be more effective. ഷേക്ക് ചെയ്താൽ മാത്രം ആ പാർട്ടിക്കിൾസ്, ആ മെഡിസിൻ്റെ ഉള്ള കമ്പോണൻസ് എല്ലാം അതിൽ യൂണിഫോമായിട്ട് ഡിസ്ട്രിബ്യൂട്ട് ആയിട്ട് എന്നിട്ടേ അത് നമ്മുടെ ബോഡിയിൽ ചെന്നാൽ അത് ഇഫക്റ്റീവ് ആവുള്ളൂ. സോ വെൻ ദ മെഡിസിൻ ഇസ് thoroughly distributed, only then it becomes effective. So the remaining questions are very easy. I'll just send you the photos. You can enter it into the file. Okay, now have a look at the board, children. Here I have drawn a round bottom flask. In that I have taken 3/4. It is filled with 3/4 of water. 3/4 is filled with water. I have inserted a thermometer in such a way that the thermometer dips into the water. Then we have to heat it. Now what happens when we start heating the water? Naturally the temperature reading in the thermometer increases. Adiyam 40 ആയിരിക്കും, 50, 60, 70, it gradually increases. As the heat increases, as the temperature increases, the reading on the thermometer also goes on increasing. Now there reaches a point, there reaches a temperature where the temperature doesn't increase anymore. അവിടെ constant ആയിട്ട് നിൽക്കും. What is that point? That point is called as the boiling point of water. Boiling point of water. What is the meaning of boiling point? The definition is given in the book. I shall read it out for you and then explain. Okay. The temperature at which a liquid boils at normal atmospheric pressure is its boiling point. The boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. What is the boiling point of water? 100 degrees Celsius. So in the exam, if they ask you what is the boiling point of water, you have to write it as 100 degrees Celsius. That means when the temperature reaches 100 degree, it doesn't increase anymore. It will be there constant. 100 ayal temperature pinne koodi variya. Though we supply the heat, temperature will be stagnant at 100. So that temperature, that particular point is called as the boiling point of water. In this case it is water. Because the boiling point of water is 100 degree. From this you understood that first I started heating it, temperature gradually increased. Then when it reached 100 degree, there was no more increase in the reading of the temperature in the thermometer. So the boiling point of water is 100 degree Celsius because the temperature on the thermometer, when it reached 100, it was constant. No more increase. Is this clear? Okay. So this is round bottom flask. Take water, heat it, dip a thermometer. The reading we have to note it. Once it reaches 100 degrees Celsius, the reading in the thermometer doesn't increase anymore. The boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. Now the next question that we all may have in our mind is, continuously we are supplying the heat. Why it is not getting increased? Why it is still stagnant at 100, constant? Why? What is the reason? Though we are supplying the heat, ചൂട് കൂടി വരികയാണ്, പക്ഷേ 100 തന്നെയാണ് ടെമ്പറേച്ചർ നിൽക്കുന്നത്. Why? Because once the boiling point is reached, all the heat supplied to the liquid is utilized for the change of state. This is very, very important. Change of state. Now you have already learnt about states of matter in the first lesson. Solid, liquid, gas, isn't it? Now here this is in the liquid state. Water is in the liquid state. When I am supplying heat, once it reaches 100, it is not crossing 100, though I am supplying the heat. Why? Because all the excess heat, 100 degree Celsius boiling point എത്തിക്കഴിഞ്ഞു, അത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടും ചൂടാക്കുമ്പോൾ അത് കൂടുന്നില്ല. Why? Because all the excess heat, അത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ള ഹീറ്റ് സപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യണത്, that is utilized for the change of state. State എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ liquid state നിന്ന് അത് ആവിയായിട്ട് മാറുകയാണ്. When a liquid is heated, it changes to vapor. So all the excess heat after it reaches 100 is changed into steam. This is now steam. ആവിയായിട്ട് നിൽക്കുകയാണ്. Liquid gaseous form like. So that is the reason why steam causes severe burns. കൂടുതൽ പൊള്ളൽ ഏൽക്കുന്നത് സ്റ്റീം എന്നാണ്. ആവി തട്ടുമ്പോഴാണ് കൂടുതൽ പൊള്ളൽ ഏൽക്കുക, rather than hot water. Now don't try it at home, okay? The reason is, once it reaches the boiling point, the excess heat that is supplied is stored in steam. It is utilized for the change of state. Liquid state നിന്ന് ഗ്യാസ് ആവാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ് ആ ഹീറ്റ് മുഴുവനും യൂസ് ആവുക. 100 തന്നെ നിൽക്കുള്ളൂ ടെമ്പറേച്ചർ. Is it clear? So this steam is very dangerous because all the heat is now stored in the steam and that causes severe burns. Burns എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ പൊള്ളലേൽക്കുക, burns. The reason why steam causes severe burns is the same as for the question why the temperature does not go beyond 100 though we supply excess heat. The answer is one and the same. The excess heat that is supplied is utilized for the change of state. So So this paragraph that is now shown to you must be entered in the file. Very, very important. You have to enter it. I shall read it out for you. Once water starts boiling, the temperature will not change because all the heat supplied is utilized for the change of state. Hence, all the excess heat supplied will be contained in the steam at the same temperature. So from this you should understand that all the excess heat is in steam, so steam causes severe burns. Is this clear? So the first point was boiling point of water is 100 degree, excess heat is now stored in steam, so steam causes severe burns. Now the third important point here, the same page is, it is very easy to cook food in a pressure cooker. This question is often asked in the exam. It is very easy to cook food in a pressure cooker. Listen. You might have seen your mothers cook food in a pressure cooker, isn't it? Especially working ladies, for them it is really comfortable and convenient for them. Pressure cookers, they will keep it handy in their kitchen. You know why? Food akka pettannu cook aayi kittum. What is the reason? Why we use pressure cookers? If we take a vessel instead, it will take more time. But for the same quantity to get cooked, pressure cooker will get our work done easily, very fast. Why? There is a reason for this. Listen to me. Now, inside the pressure cooker, when the pressure increases, of course, inside the pressure cooker, suppose you are cooking dal or rice, we pour water into it, isn't it? And then we put the gas on. So the liquid inside it will get hot first. So when the pressure increases inside the cooker, the boiling point also increases. So the first point is, when the pressure increases, boiling point of water also increases. Boiling point of water was 100 degree. But when pressure increases, boiling point increases from 100 to 120. So pressure cooker le vellam boil avanadu etra temperature lana 120 degrees Celsius. 120 degrees Celsius means temperature is very, very high, isn't it? So under that high temperature, the food will naturally get cooked very fast. പെട്ടെന്ന് കുക്കായി കിട്ടില്ലേ, ബിക്കോസ് 100 120 ആണ് ബോയിലിംഗ് പോയിന്റ്. അപ്പം അത്ര ചൂടുണ്ടാവും ഉള്ളിൽ. ആ ചൂട് കാരണം ഏത് ദാലാണോ റൈസാണോ എന്ത് ഫുഡ് ആയിക്കോട്ടെ പെട്ടെന്ന് കുക്കായി കിട്ടും, rather than using some other normal vessel. So again I'll tell you the answer. It is very easy to cook food in a pressure cooker because inside the pressure cooker, when the pressure increases, boiling point increases. The boiling point of water increases from 100 degrees Celsius to 120 degrees Celsius. So because of the high temperature, now there is high temperature inside the cooker, the food gets cooked very easily. So these 3 points are the points that give you the answer for that question. Is it clear? Once again I'll tell you, when pressure increases, boiling point increases. Boiling point of water is 100, but inside the pressure cooker it becomes 120 degree because pressure കൂടുതലാണ്, അപ്പോൾ boiling point കൂടി. When the boiling point is 120, naturally the temperature is very high and the food gets cooked easily. Okay, so pressure കൂടി വരുമ്പോൾ boiling point കൂടും. Now in water, if you add some salt, any salt, it can change the boiling point. Okay children, 100 ആണെങ്കിൽ ഏതെങ്കിലും salt ഇട്ടാൽ അതിനെ 102 ആക്കാൻ പറ്റും, ചിലത് ആഡ് ചെയ്താൽ 98 ആക്കാൻ പറ്റും. It depends. Okay, now the next point in the book is, when you go to higher altitudes എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താ, height, mountainous regions, as you climb higher, if you go up and if you cook over there, what happens? The pressure is less, the boiling point also becomes less. When the boiling point becomes less, naturally it takes more time to cook the food, isn't it? Boiling point കൂടുമ്പോൾ പെട്ടെന്ന് കുക്കായി കിട്ടി pressure cookerൽ. But when the altitude, that means when the height increases, when you go, suppose this is the earth, you are moving upwards, higher altitudes പോകുമ്പോൾ pressure കുറയും. When pressure decreases, boiling point decreases. From 100 it decreases to maybe 98. So the temperature is less and it takes more time to cook the food in higher altitudes. Is it clear? So it is mentioned in the book also. In high altitude regions, water boils at a temperature below 100 degree. So it takes more time for the food to be cooked. So pressure cooker il pettannana, higher regions il povumbo pressure decreases, boiling point also decreases degree, it becomes less. So it takes more time to cook the food because boiling point is less, temperature is less. Is it clear? Okay. Now I'll read out the next paragraph for you. Water exists in the liquid form at temperature between 0 degree and 100 degrees Celsius. But water changes to vapor at any temperature up to 100 degree. Evaporation is the process by which a liquid changes to vapor. On heating water, the heat absorbed is utilized for rise in temperature and for evaporation. So what is evaporation? Liquid changes to gas on heating. Liquid gas item that is evaporation. So before it reaches 100 degree, vaporization starts. Boiling point is 100 degree. So I told you when we heat water, the temperature increases and it is that particular heat, and the heat is utilized for the change of state. So once again I'll repeat the points what I taught you so far. Water is very precious. Then I taught you about the boiling point of water. Then I taught you about the excess heat that is utilized for the change of state. Then it is very easy to cook food in a pressure cooker. In higher altitudes, the pressure is less, so it takes more time to cook food. Okay. So children, so far I hope you have understood everything. Now the next topic is heat capacity of water. What is the meaning of this word capacity? Capacity means ability. Now in the class there may be 30-40 students. Do all the children have the same capacity to grasp everything? No. Different children have different ability. Similarly, we are going to study about the next important property of water, that is heat capacity, that is related to heat. Now in the book they have given an experiment, sort of experiment. Take two beakers. Two beakers, you have to take the same amount of water and oil. For example, 100 ml of water if you are taking in this beaker, and in this 100 ml of oil. Keep the same beakers in a water bath. What is water bath? A glass trough that contains water, and then we have to heat it. Okay, so take a glass trough, fill it with water, that is a water bath, B-A-T-H. Immerse two beakers in the water bath. One beaker contains water, the other beaker contains coconut oil. Now heat it. Why we have kept the two beakers in water bath? Because if we directly heat the oil, it may catch fire. So first keep the two beakers in a water bath and heat the bath. What happens? What will be your observation? Coconut oil will become hot first compared to water. Of course, we have to keep thermometers in both the beakers, record the temperature. This beaker that contains oil will become hot first, at the same time it will cool also first. But water, on the other hand, it will take more time to become hot, and at the same time it has more retaining power. That means it will not become cool very fast. Koodal heat capacity water nanulladu. That is why, of course, when you have your bath, you use hot water. Why? Because water has the ability to store more heat for a longer time. Coconut oil, of course, it becomes hot very fast compared to water, but it does not have that capacity to store the heat. It will become cool very fast. So this beaker that contains water will become hot slowly, but at the same time it will retain heat for a longer time. That is called as heat capacity of water. Water na koodal neram heat store cheyanulla kadivundu. Water has the ability to store more heat. Okay, so I'll read out the definition. Water has the ability to hold more heat, that is heat capacity, when compared to other substances. Water na koodal choodine താങ്ങാൻ സ്റ്റോർ ചെയ്യാനുള്ള എബിലിറ്റി ഉണ്ട്. ദാറ്റ് എബിലിറ്റി ഇസ് കോൾഡ് ആസ് ഹീറ്റ് കപ്പാസിറ്റി ഓഫ് വാട്ടർ. നൗ 3 ആപ്ലിക്കേഷൻസ് ആർ ഗിവൺ ഓൺ ദ ബേസിസ് ഓഫ് ഹീറ്റ് കപ്പാസിറ്റി. വെള്ളത്തിൻ്റെ ഹീറ്റ് കപ്പാസിറ്റിയുടെ ബേസിസിൽ 3 ആപ്ലിക്കേഷൻസ് തന്നിട്ടുണ്ട് ഡെയിലി ലൈഫിൽ യൂസ് ചെയ്യാവുന്നത്. വാട്ട് ആർ ദോസ്? ഫസ്റ്റ് വൺ, വാട്ടർ ഈസ് യൂസ്ഡ് ഇൻ റേഡിയേറ്റേഴ്സ് ടു റെഗുലേറ്റ് ദ ഹീറ്റ് ഇൻ ഓട്ടോമൊബൈൽ എൻജിൻസ്. Radiators, you might have seen when the radiators become hot, we pour water so that water absorbs all the heat. Water has high heat capacity, so that is one of the application. Second, water is used to cool hot objects. Hot objects ne tanupikkan water madi. Moonamthathu, 2/3 of the earth is water. This regulates the temperature of the earth. 2/3 of the earth is water. That means ഈ ഭൂമിയിൽ, now suppose this is earth and it is divided into 3 parts. Out of that 2/3, 2 out of 3 is filled with water. Okay, so 2/3 of the earth is water, so this regulates the temperature of the earth. Now suppose if there is no water on the earth, what happens? Only land, means land will become hot. How will it become cool? For that purpose we have water also on the earth to regulate the temperature. Now children, you go to play during PT periods, isn't it? After the PT periods, when you come to class, immediately you hold on your water bottles and drink water. Why? What is the reason? Because when you play, the whole water that is there inside your body gets drained out. So we feel thirsty. Our body gives a signal, vellam kudikku, because the whole water from our body has gone out. So to maintain the body temperature, body is very hot, isn't it? To make it cool, we have to drink water. One more example I'll tell you. Now, when it is very hot, we sweat a lot, isn't it? Sweat varna veyarkille. Why we sweat a lot when it is very hot during summer season? Because of the heat, our body has water. That water absorbs the heat. It evaporates in the form of sweat, and that way our body temperature is maintained. Our body becomes cool because all the water in our body absorbs the heat. ആ വാട്ടർ ഹീറ്റിനെ അബ്സോർബ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് അത് ആവിയായിട്ട് പോകും, സ്വെറ്റായിട്ട്. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് വൈ ദ ഹീറ്റ് ഡസൻ എൻറ്റർ അവർ ബോഡി ആൻഡ് വി ഫീൽ കൂൾ, ബിക്കോസ് ഉള്ള വാട്ടർ എല്ലാം സ്വെറ്റായി, ചൂടെല്ലാം വാട്ടർ തന്നെ എടുത്തു സ്വെറ്റായിട്ട് പോയി. So our body becomes cool because of the presence of water, and then we become thirsty and we drink water to maintain the temperature of our body. Similarly, our earth also has water so that the temperature is maintained. So heat capacity of water means water has the ability to hold or store heat for a longer time. Capacity is very high for water. Okay, so 3 applications, very important, learn it. In the next class, I'll move on to different topics that you have not studied before. Those topics are anomalous expansion of water, surface tension of water, and how soaps are used. Why soaps are used in washing? What is the reason? Water has different properties. Okay, so till I meet you all in the next class, it's bye bye from me. Thank you.